Hey there, superhero enthusiasts! Welcome back to our channel where we delve into the amazing world of comics and uncover the stories behind your favorite heroes and villains. Today, we're spotlighting DC Comics, the legendary company that's given us some of the most iconic characters in pop culture. From the brooding streets of Gotham City to the bustling metropolis of, Metropolis, DC has been shaping the superhero landscape for over 80 years. We all know the big names: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Green Lantern, and Aquaman. But how much do you really know about them? Today, we're digging deep to bring you some interesting and lesser-known facts about these legendary figures. So whether you're a lifelong fan or just starting your journey into the DC universe, stick around. You might just learn something new. Let's dive right in. Batman: The Dark Knight. First up, we have the one and only Batman, Gotham's vigilant guardian. Created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger in 1939, Batman has become a symbol of justice, determination, and the idea that anyone can be a hero with the right drive. But did you know these fascinating facts about the Caped Crusader? Batman once acquired godlike powers by sitting on the Mobius chair. In the Justice League: The Darkseid War storyline, Batman takes control of the Mobius chair, a powerful artifact that grants its user omniscience. With this newfound power, he becomes the god of knowledge. Imagine Batman's detective skills amplified to a cosmic level. The character was inspired by Zorro, Sherlock Holmes, and Leonardo da Vinci's designs. Batman is a unique blend of influences. His dual identity as a wealthy socialite and a masked vigilante mirrors Zorro. His detective prowess is a direct nod to Sherlock Holmes, showcasing his intellectual side. Batman has contingency plans to defeat every member of the Justice League. In the Tower of Babel storyline, it's revealed that Batman has developed detailed plans to incapacitate each of his fellow Justice League members should they ever turn rogue or be mind-controlled. This plot highlights Batman's paranoia and preparedness, but also strains his relationships with his teammates. Superman, the Man of Steel. Next, soaring into view is Superman, the granddaddy of all superheroes. Born on the doomed planet Krypton and sent to Earth as an infant, he was created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster in 1938. But there's more to this iconic hero than meets the eye. Superman was initially conceived as a bald villain before becoming a hero. Believe it or not, in a 1933 short story titled The Reign of the Superman, Superman was a villainous character with psychic powers who sought to dominate the world. Siegel and Shuster later reimagined him as the altruistic, superpowered hero we know today. The S symbol on his chest stands for hope in Kryptonian language. While most people assume the S stands for Superman, it's actually a Kryptonian glyph representing the concept of hope. This idea was introduced in comics like Superman: Birthright and popularized in movies like Man of Steel. Superman once had the ability to shoot miniature versions of himself from his hands. In the Silver Age of comics, writers weren't afraid to explore bizarre storylines. In Superman's New Power, published in 1958, he gains the ability to create a tiny, fully powered version of himself that could fly out of his hand to assist him. Wonder Woman, the Amazon warrior. Stepping into the spotlight is Wonder Woman, the Princess of Themyscira, and a beacon of strength and compassion. Brought to life by William Moulton Marston in 1941, she's not just a superheroine but also a symbol of empowerment. Marston also invented an early prototype of the lie detector test. It's fitting that Wonder Woman wields the lasso of truth. Marston was a psychologist and inventor who helped develop the systolic blood pressure test, an early component of the modern polygraph. Wonder Woman's original weakness was being bound by a man, which would strip her of her powers. In her early adventures, if Wonder Woman was tied up by a male adversary, she would lose her superhuman strength and abilities. This element was a metaphor for the constraints placed on women by society. She has a twin sister named Nubia, who was also molded from clay. Introduced in 1973, Nubia is Wonder Woman's long-lost twin, created from dark clay while Diana was formed from light clay. Raised separately by Mars, the god of war, Nubia is initially an adversary. The Flash, the fastest man alive. Zipping in next is the Flash, the Scarlet Speedster. From Jay Garrick to Barry Allen and Wally West, the Flash has been a legacy hero with a deep connection to the concept of speed. The Flash can vibrate his molecules to phase through solid objects. One of the Flash's most astonishing abilities is his control over his molecular vibrations. By matching the frequency of the atoms in a wall, he can pass right through it. He is connected to the Speed Force, a cosmic energy field that grants his superspeed. The Speed Force is an extra-dimensional energy that all speedsters draw from. This connection allows the Flash not just to run fast, but to perform feats like time travel. The Flash once outran death itself during the Black Flash storyline. In this intense storyline, the Black Flash, a grim Reaper-like entity representing death for speedsters, comes for Wally West. To escape, Wally runs faster than he's ever run before. Green Lantern, bearer of the Power Ring. Illuminating our path now is the Green Lantern. While there have been many Green Lanterns from Earth, like Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Guy Gardner, and Kyle Rayner, they all share the power of will manifested through their rings. The original Green Lantern, Alan Scott, was weak against wood, unlike later Lanterns who were vulnerable to yellow. Alan Scott's powers came from a mystical Starheart Lantern, and his ring's weakness was wood or plant-based materials. There are multiple Lantern Corps, each powered by different emotions like fear, yellow, and love, violet. The emotional spectrum in the DC universe includes several Lantern Corps, each harnessing a different emotion. Green Lantern rings can create any construct the wearer imagines, limited only by their willpower. The power rings are among the most versatile tools in the DC universe. Want a giant boxing glove? No problem. Need a complex machine to disarm a bomb? Aquaman, King of Atlantis. Diving deep, we reach Aquaman, the ruler of Atlantis, and one of the most misunderstood heroes. While he's been the butt of many jokes, there's so much more to him than talking to fish. Aquaman can communicate telepathically with sea life across vast distances. His telepathy isn't limited to simple communication. He can influence and command sea creatures, sometimes summoning entire armies of marine life. He once lost his hand and replaced it with a harpoon, later a magical water hand. In a darker turn during the 1990s, Aquaman's hand was eaten by piranhas, leading him to attach a harpoon in its place. His Atlantean physiology allows him to withstand extreme pressures and grants him superhuman durability. Living in the deepest parts of the ocean means Aquaman's body is built to survive under immense pressure. This makes his skin tough enough to be bulletproof on land. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the fascinating world of DC's legendary characters. From Batman's strategic mind and godlike moment on the Mobius chair, to Superman's symbol of hope and quirky powers, Wonder Woman's empowering origins, the Flash's cosmic speed escapades, Green Lantern's will-powered creations, and Aquaman's true might beneath the waves, we've journeyed across the vast landscapes of heroism and storytelling. These heroes are more than just characters on a page or screen. They're embodiments of ideals, reflections of society, and sources of inspiration for millions around the globe. Their stories remind us of the complexities of good and evil, the importance of perseverance, and the power of hope.